Get ready for the next battle.
Hadouken! What the hell?
Flawless victory.
So tomorrow's a big day for Nintendo. They're going to unveil more about their newest console, the Nintendo Switch 2. And some things I think we can say are for certain are going to be the release date for one, like an exact release date for this thing, when you can get it. Pricing, how much it's going to cost, which I personally believe it's going to be between $400 and $450. That's my prediction. And just some basic features of it, maybe a few new games, which they're definitely going to show off that new Mario Kart game and just how like the graphics have changed, maybe how much faster it is, which is all standard for a brand new console reveal. I personally don't think there's going to be any huge surprises. I mean, maybe a few games that maybe like a brand new Legend of Zelda, like your essentials for a brand new Nintendo console. Like everything you expect, I think is going to be there. I don't think there's going to be anything that hits us from the side like, whoa. I mean, I guarantee some of the new features are going to be different and weird. Like for instance, in the trailer, it shows the Joy-Cons like gliding across a desk or whatever. And people are assuming that's going to be mouse functionality, maybe keyboard functionality as well. So that'd be kind of a big surprise. I mean, they could show off like PC games running on it, which would be crazy. But Nintendo has never been known for making super powerful consoles that can relate to like a PC level or even like a PlayStation or Xbox level. They're more known for their fun games, their exclusive games, and I would even say now like their portable games, like how you can take the Switch on the go, how you could take the DS on the go, Game Boy, etc., etc. Either way, if there's not a whole lot surprising in the Direct tomorrow about this console, we know it's going to sell well because the Switch 1 sold super well. The only thing I'm really curious about is basically if it's going to rival like a Steam Deck in power level, which I personally do not believe it's going to, but what they're going to try to get at is how it's going to have like a gimmick or a new feature, and you can play so many different games now and all these different Nintendo exclusives in all these different ways. I mean, you even watch the trailer and it kind of has that vibe where it's not going to be surprising, just mostly expected, but still at the same time very impressive what they'll be able to pull off with this new console. Because when you really think about it, Nintendo's not really trying to, it's not that they're not trying to impress people, but they're not like, again, PlayStation or Xbox, which is like, we have to go graphics and performance, everything has to be better, 60 frames per second, now let's get it up to 120 frames per second. They're not all about that, they're just about making fun and unique experiences. Innovation is the key word for Nintendo. I mean, you look at each of their consoles and maybe not every single one has a unique gimmick, but in a sense they all kind of do. Even starting from like the NES where it had like 8-bit graphics, and then you go up to 16-bit graphics with the Super Nintendo. The Wii had motion controls. The Wii U is kind of like a prototype Switch where it had a separate pad and you can kind of play some games on the go, but then they perfected it with the Switch. And actually, when I think about that now, the Switch 1 is kind of like their Wii U at the moment. I mean, it did not flop as hard as the Wii U, but it is kind of like a prototype for the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is going to be a complete upgrade from the Switch and take things that were in the original console and build upon it even more, maybe adding a few new features here and there, but overall making the original Switch experience more definitive and polished. But only time will tell, and we'll find out more information tomorrow.